Rewind on demand.
Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
This summer, protect your eyes and your wallet with sensational savings from Quartz Optical. Trade in and save up to 35% off your purchase, plus a free eye exam. Get what you need today with no catch. Affordable payment plans available from 3 to 24 months. Book your appointment today online at www.quartzoptical.com. Trade in your old glasses and save up to 35% off. Only at Quartz Optical, where the savings are sensational. Conditions apply. See in store for details. Quartz Optical, value you can see.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, the circumstances surrounding the death of Kimron Roberts, a 28-year-old laborer of Golden Vale, is currently being investigated by officers attached to the Criminal Investigations Department at the Calico Police Station. On Tuesday, July 18, 2023, the deceased was discovered on the road above the Calico Anglican Church with what appeared to be multiple gunshot injuries to his head. A post-mortem examination will be conducted on the body to ascertain the cause of death. Members of the public who have information that can help with the investigation are encouraged to contact the Calico Police Station at 1-784-458-4200 or 1-784-457-1211, extension 4837 or 999 or 911. Police have given the assurance that all calls will be treated confidentially. Police have arrested and charged Jace Batiste, a 19-year-old laborer of Chile Village, Georgetown, for unlawfully and maliciously causing grievous bodily harm on a 39-year-old medical engineer of Cuba in Georgetown by chopping him on his hands with a cutlass. He was also charged with assaulting a 46-year-old radiologist technician of Cuba and Georgetown by striking her on her face with a stone, causing actual bodily harm. Additionally, Batiste was charged with throwing missiles and having in his possession an offensive weapon, a cutlass, at Georgetown at about 9 p.m. on July 11, 2023. Batiste appeared at the Georgetown Magistrate Court and pleaded not guilty to the charges. He was granted bail in the sum of $5,000 with one surety. The matter was adjourned and transferred to the Serious Offences Court for a hearing on July 20, 2023. Still on the local scene, Chairmanship of the Monetary Council of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, the ECCB, will be transferred to Minister of Finance and Council member Camilo Gonçalves. This will be done following an official handing over ceremony on July 21st at the Beachcombers Hotel. Minister Gonçalves will succeed the outgoing chairman, Prime Minister and Council member for St. Lucia, Philip Chip-Pierre. The Monetary Council is the highest decision-making authority of the ECCB and comprises the 8 ministers for finance of the ECCB member governments. Chairmanship of the Council is rotated alphabetically each year among the 8 ECCB member countries: Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, the Commonwealth of Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. On to news in the region. The European Union says it is providing emergency funding of €10 million of 10 million euros in response to the unprecedented increase in humanitarian needs in Haiti. It said this brings the humanitarian funding committed for Haiti this year to 18.5 million euros. The EU said that people in the French-speaking Caribbean community CARICOM country face the consequences of overlapping crises fueled by widespread violence, the ongoing economic collapse, and a cholera epidemic. It said the number of people in need of humanitarian assistance in Haiti has doubled over the past 5 years, reaching 5.2 million, nearly half of the country's population. In relation to the total population, the percentage of Haitians facing levels of emergency food insecurity is the second highest in the world, the EU said, adding that the rapid worsening of the situation in Haiti has also induced a mass exodus and a spillover of the humanitarian crisis to other countries in the region. Grenadians are being urged to think before they act and to be kinder in their interactions with one another as society has been recently dealing with acts of violence and loss of life. Grenadian Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell addressed the issue in a news conference as he said the violent acts in recent weeks are a sad reminder that the actions of a few can derail the shared progress of Grenada as well as plunge families into deep despair. He is calling on citizens to think before they act as every act of violence affects the entire community emotionally and economically, as well as the livelihoods of Grenadians across the island. Prime Minister Mitchell said according to statistics from the Royal Grenada Police Force, the RGPF, 14 homicides have been recorded so far for the year. In addition, there have been increased interdiction of illegal firearms. In 2022, around this time, 16 illegal firearms were interdicted, while as of this year, 31 have been interdicted. On the international scene, South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol has ordered an all-out rescue and recovery effort after days of torrential rains unleashed devastating floods and landslides that killed at least 39 people. The death toll on Monday included 13 people found dead in a submerged underpass in the central city of Cheongju in North Chungcheong province. Yoon, on his return to Seoul, following a trip to Ukraine, convened an intra-agency meeting on the disaster response and called for authorities to make the utmost effort to rescue victims. South Korea, which is at the peak of its summer monsoon season, has been battered by heavy rain since July 9th. The downpours have caused widespread flooding and landslides, mostly in the country's central and southern regions. In Cheongju, rescue workers pulled 4 more bodies overnight from a tunnel where some 16 vehicles, including a bus, were swamped by a flash flood and a levee of a nearby river collapsed. And finally, in sports, if Bayern Munich's first game of preseason is anything to go by, they might not need Tottenham striker Harry Kane, having beaten Rotak Ergun 27-0. 13 players got on the score sheet, with Jamal Musiala, Matis Tel, and Marcel Sabitzer grabbing 5 each. Sabitzer, who was on loan at Manchester United last season, scored his 5 goals in 22 second-half minutes. It was 18-0 at halftime before the amateur side limited Bayern to 9 goals after the break. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited.
This summer, protect your eyes and your wallet with sensational savings from Quartz Optical. Trade in and save up to 35% off your purchase, plus a free eye exam. Get what you need today with no catch. Affordable payment plans available from 3 to 24 months. Book your appointment today online at www.quartzoptical.com. Trade in your old glasses and save up to 35% off. Only at Quartz Optical, where the savings